Hey, I have a voice now, by the way. Anyways, I'm back, so today we're going to be repainting this doll. Sorry, I've been gone for so long, burnt out. I've been burnt out, that's why. Anyways, let's get started. So the first thing I tried to do was remove these things on her head, because this doll used to have ears on the top of her head, so I tried to remove that, but it didn't work. Then I decided to sculpt her ears out of air dry clay because this is a human character. So basically I'm just sculpting her ears, kind of making them nice and human shaped, trying not to F up the design. It's not completely accurate, but I'm not a good sculptor. Then I moved on to her body, so I wanted her to be kind of a bigger girl, like more full, I guess. So here I'm trying to like make her breast bigger, or I'm trying to show her breast being bigger because of the camera angle. Sorry about that. Then I made her stomach like a bit bigger and stuff, or at least I tried to. I'm not sure if it shows up as being a bigger stomach. And then I like worked on her hips and butt. Anyways, that's really all I did today. Sorry I had hiccups, and so I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow and gonna paint it. Okay, so now she's dry, so we're gonna paint her now. First, I took some raw umber and I just started covering her with a base coat of it. Just putting it on there, making sure that it's all covered up and like none of the original paint shows through. Then I started putting like splotches of peach paint like here and there to kind of give the impression that she had the skin condition vitiligo, because that's what I used to design my OC. Like the OC I was making had vitiligo, so yeah, this is basically supposed to be the doll of the OC, so yeah. I then put some reddish pinkish paint and used it to like give her lipstick and stuff. I also gave her blue eyeshadow because she's a fashionable girl. Yeah, that's what we're going with. She likes to wear makeup. I then filled in the whites of her eyes, and then I gave her brown eyes. Then I filled in her pupils with black, of course. I also gave her some gray around one of her eyes to, give her like this cool heterochromia look. Then I gave her some white eye shines and some eyelashes. I then painted on black eyebrows and painted her scalp black because I'm going to be putting some black hair there. I then use like some glue to seal in the paint and make sure it doesn't get chipped. If you don't have like varnish or something along the lines of that, then I'd recommend like just clear Elmer's glue. Or you could use the white stuff, but I'm not completely sure if it can dry clear. Okay, so let's make her clothes now. For her shirt, I use green fabric to make like a turtleneck sort of shirt, like a long sleeve shirt. And then basically I cut it out, sewed it together, and then I put it on her. Yeah, that's it. That's the shirt. For the pants, I did basically the exact same thing as what I did for the shirt, but they're the pants. Then I put a belt on her, and I also gave her a pair of boots. Same thing for the vest. I decided to put her belt on top of her vest because it looked much better. For her vest, I added like a hoodie, which is basically me just drawing a circle, cutting it out, sewing it to make it like more concave, and then just attaching it to the vest. It didn't exactly come out too great though. Since her hoodie was too large, I pinned it down using pins so it stays secure and it doesn't get in the way of her outfit. And whenever I need to like put her hood up, then I can remove it easily. I also use pins for her earrings as well. Now let's work on her hair. I began by taking a strand of yarn, pulling it apart, and cutting it into small chunks in order to make her hair. Then I glued those yarn chunks to her head. After the glue dried, I could begin working on her head wrap. My first idea was to go along with using ribbons to make it, but that didn't go out very well. See, I had no idea how a traditional African head wrap was like works, how it's like designed, and how you can put it on. So I was very lost here. I had no idea what I was doing. The ribbons kept falling off, and overall it was just very bad idea. If you're going to like make a traditional African head wrap for adults, do not use ribbons. It will not work at all.
Unless it does.
My second idea was to take some non-stretchy fabric and just sew it on top of her head, thinking it would stick, but it did not work. The cap fell off her head. I tried doing the ribbons again, but this time with much bigger ribbons, and of course that failed as well. Finally, I decided to tie a piece of stretchy fabric around her head, and it actually ended up looking quite well, so I began painting it. Now I could start working on the details of her outfit. I gave her vest pockets and as well as her pants, and I put little daffodils on the sides of her sleeves. I also painted the bottom of her boots yellow as well. The zigzag patterns on her pants and sleeves were inspired by these baskets. I gave her orange gloves, and I also repainted her head wrap because I wanted it to be more pinker. And now she's finally done. This doll's name is Lori, and she is a biologist. So personally, I think I did pretty alright with this doll. But she didn't fully match my concept design, but that's okay. Anyways, this is the end of the video, so goodbye and I'll see you all next time.